Right now at 6 o'clock, Schurr takes the stand today. For the first time, we got to hear the ex-officer's take on the traffic stop that turned deadly in 2022.
The testimony went on for several hours, and we know that many of you were watching along with us from home.
Court wrapped up just an hour ago as jurors take the next 2 days off to process what played out today.
Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker was inside the courtroom each day this week, and he joins us live again tonight with what we learned today. Ken.
He was the witness everyone was waiting to hear from. Christopher Schurr taking the stand on his own behalf for 3 hours before a packed courtroom, describing the moments that led to the shooting and the shooting itself.
Why are you testifying?
I feel like it's important to get my side of the story out.
Schurr took a deep breath at one point as his defense team played video from that morning. Nobody else could testify about his state of mind that day, the fear he said he felt as he and Lyoya fought over his taser.
If I had waited for him to point it at me, it would have been too late.
And what were you fearful of?
That he was going to use it on me and I was going to die.
So what did you do next?
I shot him.
Why?
I believed that if I hadn't done it at that time, I wasn't going to go home.
He said it started on a cold, rainy morning, April 4th, 2022, when he spotted a slow-moving Nissan on the city's southeast side that had made an abrupt turn. He said he could not see who was inside and never identified the driver.
Did you want to shoot Patrick Lyoya?
No.
When you took on this traffic stop?
No.
Schurr said he ran the plate and found it was invalid, leading him to pull over the car.
He proceeds to run away from me.
That led to a 2.5-minute tussle starting in the street and leading into front yards. Lyoya pushed him away, he said, committing a felony for resisting and assaulting a police officer.
Is there a policy advising officers that they cannot foot chase?
No.
He told the jury he had been involved in 100 or so foot chases in his 7-year career in Grand Rapids, as many as 40 of those on his own, but had never fired his gun on duty.
Were you mad or upset at this driver?
No.
What were you trying to do?
I was just trying to arrest him.
The struggle, he said, quickly exhausted him.
I mean, I'm wondering why he's fighting so hard. One of the main reasons why I brought the taser into it is because I had no energy left to begin with. And we then get into a struggle over it for I don't know how long. And I'm running on fumes.
He said he recalled firing the taser once as Lyoya grabbed for it. The shot failed.
At this point, I'm afraid that he's going to get the taser from me and use it on me.
Did you ever notice that the taser deployed a second time?
No.
As he straddled Lyoya, he says, Lyoya got control of his taser.
At some point, I start to feel him turning towards me, and I feared that he was going to use it on me.
Under cross-examination, Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker suggested Lyoya never tried to hurt Schurr.
I'm not saying he punched me.
Yeah.
I'm not now, is what.
And you're not saying he kicked you?
No.
Right? You're not saying he threw an elbow?
Correct.
Not saying he bit you?
Correct.
Not saying he headbutted you?
Correct.
Not saying he did anything else but try and get away?
I wouldn't use that blanket statement.
He grabbed your taser and moved it away from him because he didn't like it tased, right?
I don't know what his intention was.
Becker reminded Schurr of the statement he had written shortly after the shooting about Lyoya's reaction to the taser.
Moved it away from him.
Oh, well, continue on.
He grabbed the body of the taser and moved it away from him.
So he would not be struck with either of the probes. That's what you wrote. You wrote that back and you just, you didn't even read it when I showed it to you. Why are you leaving that out? So the only reason you did it is because he grabbed your taser.
No,
He had
because
control of your taser.
I shot him because I believed he was going to use it on me.
Because he had your taser.
Because I was afraid that he was going to use it on
But
me.
that's the only thing he did, was he had possession of it. He never pointed at you?
He started to turn up towards me, and I felt if I didn't respond at that time, I wouldn't be here.
Sure. And he's not here, is he?
No, he's not.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
The last question came from a member of the jury, read by the judge.
Why do you shoot Mr. Lyoya in the head?
I wouldn't say that I was necessarily aiming per se. I only had essentially a viewpoint of his upper back and head area. I deployed my handgun and fired it in that direction. It ended up hitting his, striking his head.
An expert witness for the defense is expected to return to the witness stand on Monday to finish his testimony. We just spoke with the defense team just a few minutes ago who said they haven't decided whether there'll be more witnesses after that. Live in Grand Rapids, Ken Kolker, News 8.